I think what we should do for our channel is just react to Steph Curry highlights.
Not a bad idea.
I think you guys should do that, and then during that time I can take a nap.
Well, we're watching Steph Curry highlights. You're not taking a nap, Sarah. You're going to be hyped as fuck.
You love Steph Curry.
I think he's cute.
He's a good basketball player.
Yeah, but I don't care as much about that. He's cute in the way that, like, Timothée Chalamet is cute.
I don't know what that means.
They seem so different
Yeah.
to me, like, visually.
They both have, like, small little rat man faces that are cute.
You'll like the bear when we get to reaction to the bear.
Yeah,
You'll like the rat faces. Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Idiots. My name is Rory.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Sarah.
Today we're watching Blue Eye Samurai, Season 1, Episode 3. What happened last time, guys?
You want to do this one?
Well, ask someone who studies psychology.
Our resident psychologist on the couch, Sarah, what happened last time?
Blue Eye Samurai, what did happen last? Oh, yeah, Mizu defeated everyone. All four of the...
White fangs.
do that.
I was trying to give you a hint.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All four of the White Fangs have been defeated.
Oh,
and
the four fangs,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, four fang. White fang is a Naruto thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, you didn't even give me the right hand. But then Taigen, who is the one who had his bun cut off.
Yep.
Yeah, he was disgraced and he ran after Mizu, and we think Mizu and him are probably gonna fall in love because he fantasized about killing Mizu while having sex for the first time.
Basis for a good relationship, according to our psychologist.
Yeah, it just feels like she was on his mind during that moment in a way that was not typical.
Remember, though, at the time, and I think still maybe currently, he thought that she was a he.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying.
And Akemi was, like, talking to him about me, so it wasn't like...
They were both very into it. I don't know.
Throuple.
He was also in her, like, during the time. Maybe that's what he was into.
I don't know. It seemed like he had to get there, and it seemed like what did that for him.
They got him
was
off
Mizu.
quick when he was thinking about Mizu, I guess.
It's like me and Steph Curry. USA, baby! Sorry, we just watched the Olympics.
Wait, when you're thinking about Steph Curry?
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
all
you
it
guys have
takes.
that in common now.
Not with that, it's just in general. It's like...
Wait, literally what?
I'm trying to think, what else happened? Akemi decided to essentially run away because, as sort of predicted, her dad was like, no, Tengen is no longer honorable and not suited to be your husband. Instead, I want to marry you off to, I believe, the Shogun or the Shogun's son.
The Shogun's son.
Yeah, okay. And she was having none of that, so her and her dad's
Uncle.
advisor, what?
Uncle.
Oh, was it her uncle?
I think so.
I don't think he's an uncle. Maybe he is.
He's
But-
uncular. Avuncular.
There
He's
we go.
very Uncle Ira.
Uncle-like figure.
Ira-like.
Ran away to where we aren't really sure yet. Probably to go find Tengen would be my guess. And then at the very end, after Mizu beat the Four Fangs, Tengen showed up and was ready to fight. But then Mizu collapsed from her wounds, and I'm pretty sure that's where the episode left off, with Tengen swinging his sword down and cutting to black. So who knows? Maybe he killed her off screen. That's my guess, guys.
I mean, that sounds about right, although I'm not sure how she receives an invitation to tea when she's dead.
We will have to see. But without further ado, I think that about wraps it up. Let's get into the episode.
Sounds good.
Child makes no sound. Just look at it. It's hardly human. Killing it is a mercy. I can't. Oh, coward. I'll do it. No.
That's traumatizing.
Take the devil child and go.
I wonder who took a kid.
The swordsman. Maybe. No, not
I could have sworn he was in the middle of a downward swing at the end of last episode. I'm just saying.
There's a shrine up the mountain. You'll be safe there.
Stealing the sword.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
he recognized Mizu.
Yeah.
So he knows Mizu's a girl.
No, I think even as a kid.
No one can see your face. The bad men will find you. If that door opens, we die.
He knows pre-puberty Mizu.
Yeah, but like thinks. I think the idea is that pre-puberty Mizu seemed enough like a boy.
The four fangs is dead. All of them. All four fangs.
Oh.
It's not his fault.
You solved the problem. Is that an order? 10 years of planning to make our control of the shogunate absolute. It's right there, on the bed, cheeks parted, waiting.
What?
You want me to gift my attention to some malformed half-breed, spare a cup of concern towards our purpose, and do it your fucking self.
Reminds me of the Bane, like,
Yeah.
do you think you're in control? Like,
Prepare a tea ceremony.
Well, that made no sense.
well, it didn't make sense.
Any of the chain of events that just occurred?
It was pretty much saying, like, hey, fix it.
Making a soup
Figure it
now?
out, you know?
Medicine. It will heal him. If he dies, you die.
For why?
That
Because if
one's-
he dies, he can't get his honorable
One
revenge.
bite. Bleh. 2 bites.
Aww.
Useful. I didn't kill you when I easily could have. Now put that down and sit. I'm nearly finished. It's a contract for a duel. The rematch you owe me. How many days do you need before you're well enough to die?
You barely survived our last match.
That was no match.
I like your hair.
I was blind drunk when we fought. I was celebrating my engagement,
Congratulations.
which is now broken.
The time to kill your enemies when you can.
There would be no honor in that.
When I find the men I've set out to kill, I promise you I won't waste a second on ceremony.
Still a stray dog eating out of my trash. 3 days.
I did forget he was, like, really drunk when they fought.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Just practicing.
Yeah, it's a baby ass tree.
Master Eiji's broken blade is a good fit for him. As I trust you are a man of honor, I hope you can credit the same of me. If you would follow my man Okiyama, he will lead you to a medial place where we can, in common safety, meet for tea. From Heiji Shindo. Where are you going?
For tea.
There's no tea. You know that, right? He's leading you to an ambush. We have a contract, remember? No one gets to kill you.
I didn't see him sign it. How do they know how many horses to bring? Or where to find them?
There is no possibility this will be anything other than a trap.
Eiji Shindo will be there. He's a direct line to one of the men I'm sworn to kill. Revenge does not hesitate.
The roads are full of danger, child. If we turn back now, your father will never know you left.
I have 4 days till father calls on me to leave for the wedding. That gives me 2 days to find Taiken. 1 day to make sure he fights his demon samurai, and 1 day to bring him back with his honor restored.
I remember a case when I was a young consul. An insane monk went around freeing pigs from the farms, believing he was saving them from a cruel, prandial fate.
Why do men keep comparing me to pigs?
I mean to say, there are only so many paths available to each man and each girl. Fight within your confines.
I am not out here to learn a lesson.
Brigands,
Shocking.
we're about to learn a lesson. Count to 10, then climb out that window. Run.
What?
I'm not worth your...
Oh, he's gonna die.
Been some time since I killed a man. I wonder if I still remember how.
Why is she doing that?
I mean, either run or wait for them to get to you.
But not fast enough. You're lucky I'm not a man.
Well, that looks fun.
My friend, might you spare a ride to Kyoto?
Not Kyoto. Mionoseki, on the coast.
I didn't see the mountain until I was 12 and ran away from home. Do you remember Kohama? Why would you? I try to forget it. My father lived and died by how many fish he caught in his net before sunrise. Not enough. He beat me instead. I could become my father, or I could cut my way free of the net. And I could forget all about Kohama.
It's a lot of information to share with a stranger.
Mizu's like, fuck you. You think you've got it rough, buddy?
Just seems like a weird choice of person to trauma dump to.
It's the only other person from his village he knows.
He's like, you should have been like, when I was a kid, I got like beaten by this kid and called a dog. It was horrible.
She pretty much did by I remember
I'm
Gohan.
to kill you, but you need 2 hands to piss. All of you. Master.
Oh,
I guess I'll just relax and wait to be ambushed. Or maybe we'll get lucky and tomorrow we meet Heiji Shindo for tea. Only there won't be any tea. There'll be an army of soldiers to cut you into tiny slices, none of which can duel me.
If you prefer, I can kill you now.
they're gonna fight with chopsticks?
Yep.
This is just embarrassing
For who?
for everyone involved.
For even doing the fight.
Avatar state.
What is happening?
He thought he was gonna die.
Pretty much showed him that she could kill him in that moment.
Kiss. No.
That door opens. We die.
You know, the village kids used to scare each other with stories about you. The hut at the end of the woods where the monster boy lived with his whore mother. We dared each other to touch the door until one day it was gone.
Let them see you. Men will come. Men will always come.
And you were a dog on our streets, living on gutter scraps.
She chose not to kill you, bro. What's wrong with you?
I think he's lashing out a little.
You're round.
What is wrong with that
You
man?
know, you picked a ridiculous master, but you take good care of him. You can work for me. You can't be my apprentice. I mean, look at you, half limb to a half wit. But I'll certainly make a place for you.
I
in
don't
my
want them to
kitchens.
fall in love. I hate this man.
I just never work for you. I always dreamt of greatness. I've actually seen what greatness looks like. And I know I can't touch greatness any more than I can swallow the sun. But I can help.
That's not you.
I'm great.
He's so loyal and I love it.
Eiji Shindo's this way? Then I go this way.
I'm the only one who gets to kill him.
Do you guys think it's a trap or the real thing?
I think it's the real thing.
You talk.
I mean, it seems like a weird place to go to get tea, and it seems weird the other man's not coming. It's not giving good vibes. I don't think that they're gonna get hurt.
Told you.
They're here for tea.
That's what I said. I mean, it's not too late for an ambush, but.
I was just in the mood for tea.
It's still a trap.
This isn't Mionoseki. We're nowhere near. You took us further than when we started.
Yeah, then you better start walking. It's called taking someone for a ride.
We're a day's walk the opposite way. I wish we were back home.
Enough to get us there.
You had that all along? You knew we'd end up like this? And I'd give up?
Let's hire a horse and go home.
I can still find Taigen.
You took a gamble on Taigen and lost. Now we have to secure the next best available outcome, and that is in Edo, married to the shogun's son. I wouldn't have brought your father the match if I didn't think it was the best thing for you.
He brought it.
You.
Oof.
This is the world. It grants women a fixed number of paths. You have to see things as they are.
How's that any different than being a whore?
In a tavern like that right now are purveyors and flesh traders traveling village to village for girls to buy. Ask them if it's different. There is happiness to be stolen as a wife to the right man.
To find out only now. You never believed in me.
Akemi,
Yeah.
what is this?
You old goat. Stop following me. You can't afford me. I just left Shimabara's most exclusive brothel to find employment so unworthy of my talents as a courtesan.
You'd fetch an astronomical price.
Akemi, come with me.
Take your shriveled old dick and go cry for some other girl. This one's in Goro's care now.
But I know there's another path. One I choose for myself. I hear there's a fine parlor in Mionoseki.
Oh, miss, you are in luck. We can be there in a day.
Well, your plan backfired.
You were meant to be alone. Fair. You expected an attack. Maybe I have 500 archers hidden in the cliffs around us.
You're Heiji Shindo. You traded flesh, opium, chiefly guns. Middlemen to illegal traders from the West.
You've been looking for me.
The white man.
There are no white men in Japan. That's the law. No one would break the law.
Who's his voice actor? I feel like I
I
totally
know it too. I'm just
Fowler.
blanking right now.
Abijah Fowler. He was one of the 3 white men who were in Japan when I was born. I will kill all 3 of them.
There were 4 white men when you were born.
There are 3 now.
Fowler and I have dealings. You can't muster the appearance of concern for your host.
I look your way and don't even see you.
I sent the 4 fangs.
I killed the 4 fangs.
That proves you formidable. I am wise, experienced. I know some problems you simply can't kill.
An offer.
50,000 ryo. And we appoint you the new lord of the Sendai Han. In return, you would have to offer an assurance you will let go of all ill intention toward me. And Fowler. You're right, Thumb. I take it with me as a promise that you will never grasp a sword against us again.
Yeah.
What is that?
Thumbs.
There's no shame in it.
I refuse. I have no interest in money or power. I have no interest in being happy, only satisfied.
As a white man, Fowler is tolerated only so long as he remains unseen. Fowler's castle is impenetrable, 8 levels to reach his chamber at the top, each with a signature defense. Oh, and there is no door. Unless someone were to help you. You want to kill Fowler, I want my partnership with him ended. I can get you inside the castle.
A sake barrel. You want him to get in that?
The 10 casks of sake I purchased along the way will be set in the kitchen stores.
That's not a cask, it's a coffin. He probably has a room full of barrels, stuffed with dead, shriveled, stupid enemies.
How do I trust you don't leave me in there to die?
You weigh the inane complexity of that plan against the simpler ambush you expected.
Why do you want Fowler dead when he makes you so rich you can bribe me with 50,000 real?
20 years of that face. That stink. I hate him.
Why does the sake smell bad?
Ah, that's the cheap sake we serve to the prostitutes. I wish you luck in your escape.
Who cut that flower? Only a master could make that cut. It couldn't have been you.
On the cliff surrounding this vale are 500 of my best archers. My small joke earlier was no joke.
It is an ambush. See?
If you refuse to step in the cask, I drop this ribbon. Get in or die now!
So she decided that she didn't believe him because of the flower?
I think she just decided not to get in the barrel.
Yeah.
For a minute,
Maybe
I
because
thought
of the
you
flower.
believed him. There aren't any archers.
You bet with the devil.
Then we'll fight in the shade.
They're reloading. Count! 3, 4, 5.
No!
3, 4, 5, 6.
How are they getting through there?
Probably just shooting them down. Like straight up so they drop down.
2, 3, 4.
What's happening?
I bet he poisoned
Poisoned
food
them.
or something.
Hell with it. Hold me over your head and run. No reason for us both to die.
Ringo.
Aww.
Is that the guy he pushed off the cliff? Oh.
You're shielding. That was...
Your timing. You're deeply skilled. The broken blade fits well in your hand.
Well, it's yours. You were never getting in that barrel.
Men like him like to talk so much they eventually tell you how to destroy them.
He told you how to get into the castle. How? What was it? The flower?
The cheap sake.
The prostitutes.
The man I met is no man. A demon. Eyes empty. Eyes like yours. Nothing can stop him.
Is that a new sword?
Your skill as a swordsman merits an opponent with full strength and focus. I will be able to supply you with both after I've fulfilled my task. Please accept this blade, which so well suits your hand.
I want to know everything there is to know about your demon.
He will tell us everything.
Oof.
You know, my immediate thoughts are if he got to go, the guy with the lost arm got to go back.
Heiji Shindo.
Yeah, Heiji Shindo. I feel like he would now know where to shore up the defenses. I don't know if he's. I'm sure, or I hope that they do. But I just feel like the whole prostitute plan or anything else like really wouldn't work anymore.
Well, do you even know what the prostitute plan is?
No, but I don't know if like
That's how you know it doesn't work.
pretending to be a prostitute or like being a sake vendor and bringing the cheap sake for the prostitutes. But I feel like somehow it's going to involve prostitutes, and I feel like in some
I feel
way,
like it
shape,
would be
or
a
form.
big stretch for him to be like, I mentioned cheap sake, he must know about prostitutes.
Well, no, he mentioned the prostitutes too.
Yeah, but she didn't really. At least Mizu, I don't think reacted to like when he said that really.
Yeah, I don't
No
know. I
clue
don't
to,
think
like,
that would
suggest.
be something that most people would catch on to.
No, but I think maybe it's in the sense of like, okay, he clearly is like, hey, this person like will not be stopped. Has nothing behind their eyes and is just gonna come to kill you, and he was like, nothing's gonna stop them. Like, I think that would result in increased security all
Yeah,
around.
but they already think the place is impenetrable. He's like, unless you have a person to get you inside.
Right, but it seems like he doesn't think that anymore. He wouldn't be saying he's gonna like he's essentially told what's the white guy's name? I don't know, I'm forgetting.
Baja Fowler.
Yeah, Fowler. He's told Fowler, he's like, nothing's gonna stop him from getting inside. So he doesn't think it's impenetrable anymore.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
he still doesn't know. He has no idea what like
I don't
Mizu's plan is.
yeah.
No, I
There's
know.
no way you can like
But you can shore up.
counteract a plan that you don't know about.
No, but you can, and maybe they will. But I feel like you can still shore up security and like.
Totally, for sure, but I just don't think we know enough about Mizu's plan to like predict what they will do in response to it.
Yeah, fair.
Like maybe they will, but I don't even think we know. Like what would you do differently now?
I feel like I'd probably just have like more guards, and have like in general, just like having more checks on the people that are coming in and out of the castle.
Sure.
Well, yeah, they might do that, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's not gonna be
It's not very
what stops.
specific.
Yeah.
No, I know it's not specific, but I feel like in general, like if it's as impenetrable as they said, like it's natural defenses and already established defenses, plus being more careful on like who is and isn't allowed in the castle. Like I feel like would be enough to stop them. So I just hope it's like not some like really dumb way and plan that they end up getting into the castle.
I feel like the barrel situation is gonna be interesting.
With
What do you mean
Tengen?
with Tengen just being captured?
Yeah, I just don't think he's gonna.
Squeal.
No, but also like, does he really know that much?
Yeah, I mean, it's like he knows where he's from, or he knows where Mizu's from.
He knows what he's
Mizu's
skilled
after,
at.
and what, yeah.
I mean, I guess going back to what you were saying, Ty, she did reveal to
To
Taigen that
Taigen what the plan was, yeah.
it involves the sake and the prostitutes. So maybe if they break
Taigen.
Taigen, then that could come into play.
I kind of don't think they will.
I feel like they have to get some, like, one, like, Taigen doesn't really have any loyalty to Mizu. Taigen just wants to make sure that he can be the one to fight and kill Mizu, but, like,
I think
it's not
they
like
have
he,
affection.
like,
I think they have a level of affection for each other.
sure,
I
but
think
at the
they've earned
same
each other's
time,
respect,
they've earned each
though.
other's respect, but at the same time, I don't think that's enough to
Also,
completely undo all of the underlying, like, bigotry and hatred that he has felt for her his entire life.
True, but I do think that Taigen, more importantly to himself, I mean, not more importantly in general of his being a good or bad person, but I think Taigen doesn't want Mizu dead.
No, agreed with that,
So,
but I would also
like,
think
it's not
that,
gonna
like,
help
Fowler
him.
strikes me as the type of person that if he doesn't break, he would, like, there's no reason to keep Tengen alive.
Yeah, but it does seem like
And I don't think
Tengen's a
Tengen's
good
gonna
swordsman. Like, I feel like he's resourceful. He could escape.
Yeah, maybe he somehow finds a way to escape.
What do you guys think of Taigen's like character with this whole backstory revealed a little bit?
Yeah, I like.
Can't say I'm shocked. Given the arc that they're trying to have him have, I can't say I'm, like, surprised that, like, they're gonna try and make, there are gonna be things here and there that are gonna make him more, like, approachable, I guess.
A little more sympathetic.
A little more sympathetic, but at the same time, it's sort of like, alright, like, a lot of people, get beat, which is horrible, and they, doesn't make them racist.
Yeah,
Right,
but this is also like think about the society they're in.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
I
like
agree.
modern days, it's like, and not to say the modern days are all fixed or anything, like especially back then, it's like literally everyone like they're not even shy about it. Like Like, you look like a demon. You
Yeah.
smell bad.
But I mean, even Ringo, right? Like, it was sort of clear that his dad sort of abused him.
Yeah, like,
and
everyone
like he
was-
turned out to be a good person.
No, it's a great point. Like, just
so I don't
because
know.
you were in a shit situation, lots of people are, and they
Yeah.
don't all turn out bad.
It doesn't excuse anything, but it makes me more cognizant of his determination to like be the most powerful, always be in control, and why like Mizu has gotten to him so much, because he's like wasn't in control of that situation and continues to not be able to keep up with Mizu, and like it seems like that could be like kind of replicating like feelings of powerlessness that he's like going on.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, I kind of feel like that's more to do with the fact of like, I don't know, he's probably like just not happy about thinking someone who's basically inhuman is a better swordsman than they are.
But I don't
Like more so than the control thing.
I don't think that Taigen really doesn't think Mizu is like a human.
Well, no, I don't mean literally, but I mean like it's very clear throughout the first three episodes that he, you know, there's a reason he keeps calling her a dog. There's a reason
But
that like
I
he
don't
keeps
think-
treating them with that much disdain.
I don't think that's because Taigen genuinely thinks that there is something wrong with Mizu. I think that's because Taigen wants to hurt Mizu, not because he actually thinks that Mizu having blue eyes makes him lesser.
Like, insulting her to get in her head rather than...
Insulting her to get in her head, or also just like insulting her for the purpose of like...
Just trash talking.
No, but
Yeah.
I disagree because it's not like this is something he only did when like just meeting her. He did this as a kid too. His entire life he has treated her this way before he knew she was a good samurai or a good swordsman.
Yeah.
Like, it's very clear that he is prejudiced because, you know, it's not just him. It's very clear that in this age, people are prejudiced against people like Mizu.
No, I'm not saying he's not prejudiced, but what I'm
Right.
saying is that now that he's gotten to know Mizu, I think that he clearly understands that Mizu is not on any level beneath him.
You're right, but I'm saying I think that's what the issue is. I think that like he wouldn't have as big an issue of like some random like Japanese samurai being a better samurai or swordsman than him. Like, I think it is a bigger issue that it is someone who he has historically been, you know.
Like, if it wasn't Mizu...
If it wasn't Mizu, if there's some other guy, I'm sure there is some other person in Japan who's like, yeah, this person is a better like swordsman than I am, and he wouldn't have some inferiority complex about it. I think it's because Mizu is a quote unquote lesser race to him in his mind that it is a bigger issue.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's about, too, the fact that he, like... I think it is about the fact of, like, coming to terms with the fact that, like, he's been wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Like, about he's lesser because of his differences. And, like, being like, wait, no, he's, like, better than I am. And then, like, you're saying, like, he doesn't have the humility to, like, be able to deal with that.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. I think he takes it worse than he would with
Oh,
anyone else.
totally. But I think that he is on a pathway to, like, I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel like he's realizing that his biases are unjustified, and as a result is reacting worse.
Yeah, that could be true. Like, I think they're definitely trying to set this up for a redemption arc.
Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement that like he probably treats Mizu extra bad because
Yeah.
it's a person from his past. It's the
Yeah.
split race and all that stuff. But let's also remember that up until the duel with Mizu, he was about to marry like the richest, like the princess, and you know, coming from his background, and now because of fighting Mizu, while in his mind he was drunk and it wasn't a real challenge, and now he's lost everything until
Right.
he's able to beat Mizu in turn and prove to everyone that no, that one didn't count. I'm actually better than this person. I'm still undefeated technically.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I don't really think that his past really has anything to do with it.
Okay.
It's like,
Well, speaking of past, we saw a little bit more from the very beginning of the episode about
Mizu's
potentially
past.
Mizu. I mean, we
Yeah.
saw a baby with blue eyes.
Still has not been made clear whether or not like the person who was in the like hut was her mother. Like it seemed like in the beginning, like when they were showing the baby and people killing the baby, they didn't show who tried to defend it.
Mm-hmm.
they didn't show who died, whether it was the person defending Mizu, or the person who was trying to attack Mizu. I'm assuming it was the person who attacked Mizu. But in which case,
Mizu's
it's still
that baby,
exactly,
whoever
that
it was,
baby
survived.
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm
assuming
wondering
that's Mizu.
who the defender was. It sounded like a guy's voice. So I think we need to figure out who that is. Then we also need to figure out what, if that was Mizu's mother, that ended up, if Mizu's mother did die in that fire of the hut. It seemed implied that that woman was in the hut when it was first burned down. You could hear sort of the screams. But also unclear on whether or not that was her mother or some other person.
I think she said it was her mother.
Yeah, he did say derogatory things about her mom who lived in the hut with her.
Yeah, like your whore mother, I think they said it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to know if the guy who was defending Mizu rather, like, was that her dad? And like maybe he ends up being a decent person, or like maybe that's something that when she like becomes toe to toe with, like, it ends up being a white person that she's in her entire life been sort of trying to kill, but turns
her
out.
dad who raped her mom is not a decent person.
Well, do we know? Are we 100% sure?
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That doesn't mean that that's what happened.
There's a reason she thinks that.
That's true,
I
but
don't know. I wouldn't go as far to say as somebody protected the baby. Her dad's not terrible.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like we don't know that it's the same thing. Like again, also like what are the odds that if the dad raped her mother, that the dad would be there at the birth?
They wouldn't be. That's why I'm saying I don't think it was the dad.
Oh yeah,
like we didn't we saw like arms, but we didn't really tell from arms like what race they are.
Yeah, no,
like
it might not be
that.
the dad. I more just mean like I wonder who that guy is.
That's
it
good.
could be her dad.
Something
it
to
could
think
be.
about.
But I doubt it.
Yeah, maybe not.
For the reasons you just stated.
Yeah.
I mean, one other piece of information we got this episode was Mizu said that there's only 3 white men now.
Yeah, we don't know.
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, what she said. Well, that's a weird thing, because in the first 2 episodes, she said 4.
It said there were 4 white men when I was born, and that she wants to kill the 4 white men who were born.
Yeah, so just like, I don't know, it sort of seemed like an interesting jump to be like, oh, now reveal there were 3. So it makes me think, obviously, the 4th must have died one way or another before the storyline started here.
Yeah, I found that confusing as well.
I mean, we did get some sort of clue
Gold
earlier on when she showed the tattoo.
Yeah,
With the one dot
With the one
in the
dot,
X.
yeah,
Yeah.
that could mean one died, or what? She already killed one of them. It just seems like a weird, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a storytelling thing of like, oh, now we know that one of them is dead. It just seems like a weird, random place to like throw that in.
I think it's supposed to be a reveal.
Yeah, a reveal maybe more so than anything else, and just sort of confirming, okay, there are only 3 left. But I don't know if there's going to be like a backstory as to like how that one died or who that one was.
We'll have to see. Well, that was it for episode 3 of Blue Eye Samurai. Thank you guys very much for watching with us. We will catch you next episode. Thank you.